the Motor City, the Hornets taking on the Pistons. For the Charlotte Hornets, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight. Pistons, Hornets, coming right up. On the day that George Washington was born, 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Brandon Miller.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Ball. He's out there with MP. Miller is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. And for Detroit, the backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Mobo in at power forward. And Stan, here we've got 2 of the highest scoring teams in the entire NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, there's firepower everywhere with these 2 teams. So defensively, you can't take away everything, but you have to try to take away something.
Limit some things, right, Coach? You can't stop everything on the play.
Not at all. You've got to pick your poison and decide what you can live with.
Pistons passing it around. Thompson surveying the floor. MP against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Rebounded by Allen. Thompson against him. Over Thompson. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here are the Pistons. Next time they came together was in Charlotte, and they fell to the Hornets.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Miller, the pass to MP. Outside, Ball. Now on a screen on Thompson. Team 2 from Ball. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Ivy passes to Ayton. Inside, here's Cunningham, and the shot is good.
This is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Caught up with Will Hardy a few minutes ago. In talking to the coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. We'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Here's Salon. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to MP. Here's Salon. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And here's MP for 3. Detroit with the rebound. And right for long-time Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. Those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. Hands it from downtown.
Lightning fast. Ivy has to get rid of it before the lead to collapse, and he did.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Brandon Miller.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Well, you can't say enough about what he did on defense. 3 blocks and made those shooters very uncomfortable.
Ball finds MP. Here's Salon. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shots good by Miller.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Cunningham with the shot.
He can make some jaw-dropping plays and have loves to get to the pin and finish with authority.
Pass to Salon. Screen by Allen. Shot from 12. And Salon gets it to go.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screens.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Ivy. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
MP and good.
Well, I love the aggressiveness from MP. Great work getting into the lane.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
There's Miller with the 3. It's good from long range. Miller's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hornets.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Cunningham. A special move before the shot. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cam.
Right side, ball. Over Ivy. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on King Cunningham.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Free throw, good. Allen. And we know the second night break of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it doesn't work. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Williams is checked in for Asar Thompson. Now, here's Cunningham. 8 points for him. Cunningham sends a screen for Williams. Gets it to go from Started by Williams. Allen, a screen on Williams. Miller dishes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
You see how quick Allen moves in these situations, which makes it a perfect pick and roll partner.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Chance to check out the numbers for Miller. He's been dominant over the last month. First in three-point field goal percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Here's Cunningham. The teardrop falls in. Cunningham's got 10.
Smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
Pass to Salon. MP outside. Now ball. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 10.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Kings got the job done. He added 29 points and his passing is phenomenal with a ton of assists. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here is Cunningham to the basket by Charlotte.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Here's Mobo. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
You can see why they continue to call Cunningham double. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Now, here is Miller. 6-point game. Pass to MP. Here's Salon. Pocket 6. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre.
Another miss. He is struggling for the board.
Cunningham finds it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham outside. And again, Cunningham missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Miller outside from downtown. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And 11 points from Brandon Miller. Takes a shot at the elbow, and there it is from Williams. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. MP is number one.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Porter's checked in for the Hornets. Daniels comes in for ball. Allen with the screen for Miller. Allen kicks to Miller. Pass to Daniels. Screen by Allen. Out to Miller. And another shot. Miller with another miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy. And there's a bit terrific here in the first quarter. No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it with his.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Shots good by Miller.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's Sasser. He's covered by Daniels. That's the day. And here's Ivy. Over Miller. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Allen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's good. And it's a 10-point Charlotte lead.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Ivy. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Hornets shooting an outstanding 61% in the early going.
Nice job by MP to draw the defense's attention. Murray will trip to the free throw line in the process.
The Hornets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, MP. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Washington with a screen on MP. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Charlotte leading by 12. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Ivy against MP. Now, here's Ivy. He's covered closely. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already at And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Daniels out there with MP. Then it's Porter. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Wilkins in at the 3 slot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sasser. Got a piece of it.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
There's Porter at the 3. Rebound to Detroit. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. And that'll be the first of those game road trip.
Forget about going for a long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam game. Wilkins wide open and he fires. Marries the long-range jumper. Wilkins has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Page. He is defended by Wilkins. Pass to Sasser. Ball stolen. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. It's deflected. And that'll be Charlotte. It goes into bounds. Hornets retain possession. Detroit making a switch on. Page checked in. side, ball. Shot from the top of the key. Charlotte, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he missed something.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Azar Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And that one falls for Williams. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years is his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
You know, guys, there's really no substitute for the effort MP brings.
Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Wilkins, and he makes both free throws. Pistons trail by 17. Here's Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. And there's the try. And Solon gets it to go. Solon's got a second bucket tonight.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the defense.
A shot by Ivy, no good.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Outside Williams. To end the run. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And that one is good. 14 points for MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Hornets, number 1. In 4th, the Pistons.
And here we've got two teams shooting the ball so well on the season. And neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
They give credit to coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
MP kicks to Miller. Offline with this three. Pistons trail by 21 as the son of two professional athletes, Stan. Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to MP. Out of hand now. And possession. Now Cunningham. He's got 16. The tray. Nailed from three-point land. Cunningham's got 19 points.
How about the aggressiveness from Cunningham? Reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
MP with it. Williams picks him up. Williams with the puck. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Pistons will get a change here. To the paint. Allen kicks to MP. Miller outside. Back to MP. Good. And Miller gets the assist. MP's got 17 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. It's rebounded by Solon. Solon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Allen, that's good.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Now here's Thompson. Hasn't made one yet. Sinks the three-pointer.
Again, going here in the second quarter, his second three-point of the game.
Nice pass it in by Charlotte. After Solon, over Thompson. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
Cunningham for 3. And again, Cunningham missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Cunningham, following the basket by MP. And Kate Cunningham hit for 3. Cunningham's got 8 points for the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Allen kicks to MP. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Now, here's Ivy. He has 6. Cunningham left side. Fader on the way. And again, Cunningham missing. Charlotte's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. MP kicks to Miller. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight. And, well, Detroit shooting 41% for the field here in the second. There's the pick. Cunningham for 3. And again, Cunningham missing. Charlotte's gone even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA... So it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Charlotte Hornets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Looking at the Trailblazers matchup, they'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is. Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Pistons.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got the second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kate Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then there's Aiton. And it's Mobo in at the four-man position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Pass to Miller. In the corner, it's MP. Here's Salon over Thompson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Salon's got 13.
Nice pass from MP. Assists like that signal a well-run offense.
Cunningham's shot is off. Here's MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. And that's 21 points for MP.
They are on fire to start the second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Here's Mobo. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Cunningham. Goes up and lays it. Cunningham's got 33.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss in the half.
Pass to Ivy. And fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. 14 points for him.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Miller outside. There's the three. And that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin the second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Here's MP. Drops in the breakaway layup. MP's got 23.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Thompson dishes to Aiton. The screen from Thompson. Mobo. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Yeah, that's the tenacity you have to have inside MP. You need to be physical.
The Hornets have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Looking to end the run. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And how can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some punch.
Yeah, after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Ball to pass to Miller. All sorts of time. And good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
It's deflected and stolen by Aiton. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Mobo. And it's off from three-point range. In the corner, it's MP. Miller outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Pistons have gone even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons. For Charlotte, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Miller, no luck.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the way up.
Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot. And that's now 37 points for Cade Cunningham.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Allen with the screen for Ball. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the shot goes down. MP's got 27 points. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Here's Salon. No good from outside. Pistons have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Over MP. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 39.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
MP passes to Miller. That 3 off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Mobo. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Ayton. Over Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jared Allen.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Now it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
No good from 18. Charlotte has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 at 6. The Pistons have gone in a pretty good shooting phase. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Mobo. Jacks up a 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Mobo's got 6.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Miller kicks the border. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Ivy, no one around him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's good, 2 points. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Williams passes to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton sets the pick for Ivy. 2 open that time. Made it look 2 easy. 16 points for him. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller outside. Porter outside. has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball against Ivy to the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass. Easy jam.
Nice execution out of that two-man game as Ivy there dropping the dime.
Ball dishes to MP. Back to Ball. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Mobo. Back to Cunningham. Plays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 41.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Ball. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside Williams. Trains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 13.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Ball, the pass to MP. Outside, Ball. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Some changes for Charlotte. Ford's checked in, and Wilkins subbed in for Brandon Miller. Now off the inbound. And Ivy lays it up and in. Ivy's got 7 now in this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Ball from long range. Mobo with the rebound. Detroit's got the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Ivy. Releases. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Clearly a foul.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one, Washington's checked in for Detroit. And both free throws good for MP.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
There's a screen by Washington. On the strike. Sasser can't hit. And the Hornets shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. And the shot goes in. 104 left in the 3rd quarter. Sasser with it. He's been a nice option for them offensively. He's averaging more than 17 points a game. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. In 3rd, the Hornets.
It's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Tom City's checked in for Detroit. Sasser hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside Porter. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. Ivy's got space. It's good from the top of the key. Ivy's got 9 points now, just the second half.
And you can see that Ivy continues to work on that pull-up jumper.
There's Ball with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ivy. And he carries it back. The three-pointer offline. Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 33 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Ivy. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that.
going to get that off.
And so it's Charlotte, able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become.
That's heroically win by 30.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner